up, people? This is Darth Castle. I'm not sure if you can see us today.
For real.
but we're going to check out Hulk Transformation. This is a custom piece that I got. It was part of a contest. The concept was part of a contest that I'm not sure who was running it. I know we heard about it through Rad Titan. And this was the second place idea. You know, the first place, I think XM may be doing it, and it was like two versions of it was Hulk and then Banner, and this was the second place one. And I found this kind of by accident in one of the Facebook groups because I had always loved the idea. I always loved the idea of the stages of them changing, and it's just the right time, and I was able to go ahead and get into it, and through a lot of waiting and some doubting, it showed up, and I was pleasantly surprised. It is a monster. It's easily the heaviest statue I have, biggest statue I have, and we're gonna go through it.
Yeah, this is huge. I mean, there's no question about that. And I don't even know where to start. I mean, this is watching him put this together. It's so many, all these tentacles or whatever you call it. You know, I guess this is the gamma radiation. You know, as he changes, each of them is his own piece. Like none of this stuff is connected. You gotta go layer by layer. You can't go out of rhythm. You know what I mean? And but the thing is, he pointed out to me, it kind of blocks some stuff you miss on the bass, because you know some of the, like the second stage, he's like kind of busting out of his shoes and everything, and you know, you miss that if you watch it from afar, you miss kind of stuff that's on the bass. But yeah, I like it. It's big. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough. This thing is gigantic, man.
Yeah, I remember when the first time I was putting this together. Well, first of all, I had to back up a little bit because usually we do unboxings when we get new stuff.
Yeah.
I got this, and oh goodness, thank you God, because normally I have my stuff sent to me at work, and then I take it home, or after work we'll come over here, we'll do an unboxing, then I'll take it home.
Yeah.
By chance, by an accident, you know, a mistake, this was sent to me at my house. I was so upset. I was like, oh gosh, now I gotta go home because I'm about an hour away. Like I gotta go home and get it, and then come back the next day, and then we'll do the unboxing. So I was upset that it came to my house, and that was like a Thursday. So then Friday morning, I'm trying to put it in the car. I'm like, all right, we're gonna do the unboxing tonight. The box, first of all, the box is so big that I had to wrap like bungee cable around it, you know, to get a grip and to hold it so that I can kind of carry it. And I would like lean it on my leg and kind of move it along like that. And it's heavy. So, and the box is huge. And I get it to my car, you know, going like this with the bungee cable. This son of a biscuit won't fit in the car. It won't fit in the trunk. I open the trunk, I try to get it in there. It won't even, it's too wide to even sit in the trunk. And I have a pretty nice sized trunk. I could put a body in there. I couldn't put this in there.
He is Frank Castle.
I couldn't get it in the back seat. I couldn't get it anywhere in my car. I had to do a trick to get it here today. But so we had to not do the unboxing. And you know, I was like, that sucked. So we've been trying to figure out how to get it here because it's in layers. Like when it's unpacked, it's a bunch of layers of styrofoam. So I had to bring it here in layers. So I have like 2 of the layers of styrofoam, and it was packed well. It had the Velcro straps around it, XM style. So I used those and wrapped them around 2 of the layers, and then one of the layers I just took like this, and I had to put 1 layer in the trunk, and the other 2 layers with the Velcro, I put them in the back seat, and that's how this managed to get here today. But yeah, I was putting it together the night I got it, and just wondering how big it was, because each of the figures is solid and pretty heavy. Like the base is heavy, the main Hulk is heavy. He's pretty heavy. You know, he's solid. But I was just like, as I'm putting it together, I'm like, how heavy is this thing? How heavy? And each time I would put a little bit more on, I would lift this up, and it was a little heavier. And then once it was all together, I'm like, oh gosh. So I'm guessing, and we'll find out when we weigh this later.
We're gonna weigh this.
I'm guessing it's at least 80 pounds.
Damn.
But we will see later, and that'll be part of the video.
Well, you never know when you're picking these things up, because I thought XM Boba was at least 60 pounds. Man, I put that thing on the scale and said 33 pounds. I'm like, I don't know, I guess I'm not eating my Wheaties. But, you know, this, I was kind of thinking, you know, referencing this one to the Hulk versus Wolverine, because this is 5th scale too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So, you know, this also has in the jeans, you got the slices and everything, and you got some veinage happening too. I like it. It doesn't have the level of detail that the in my opinion, that the Hulk versus Wolverine one does. But this is very nice. You know, I like the shade of green they chose to use for him. You know, he's not like overly. I've seen some lime green Hulks and all that kind of. You know, just you know, even with the Hulk, I don't think a body could reach that shade of green. You know what I mean? But I like the shade they use for him and everything. Toward the front, what I like about the front is when I first saw pictures of this, the beakers and stuff, I thought it looked a little Play-Doh-y, but when you see it for real, that's not the case. You know, I guess because, you know, like pictures sometimes, they don't really tell the story, you know, but yeah, I like it. It's,
yeah, my favorite part of this is probably the middle Hulk. I love the way they sculpted him pulling his shirt away, like the way. And this is polystone. It's not PVC or anything. You know,
probably why it's so heavy.
For everybody who's like polystone, it's all polystone, and but the way they did it, it looks so, you know, not uniform. It's chaos in the tearing and ripping of the shirt. And yeah, like you were saying earlier, one of the things, like there are 3 things I would change on this. First, the glasses are really, really fragile. These are actually a replacement pair of glasses that I got from eBay, because the glasses are fragile, and the glasses it comes with have like frosted lenses, so you can see through them a little, but you can't really see his eyes. These glasses I got off eBay, there's no lens in it, but it lets you see his eyes and see his whole face. So it's just a frame. I kind of like those more, but it's a headache trying to make them fit, because they were like 1/6 scale glasses to fit on a 5th scale figure. So the glasses, kind of fragile. The other thing I would change is the green flowing stuff. I wish that there was, and I wouldn't get rid of them, but I would have an option to not display them with it. Like maybe plug in the peg holes, so that you don't see the holes in the base when you take them out, because the green, it does cover up the detail from knee level down, especially like on the middle Hulk, because if you look at it where I'm looking, you can see he's busting out his shoes, they're ripping, and you know, in the other Hulk, there's not, you know, there's his feet and all that stuff, but mainly the middle Hulk, you see all the stuff that's getting blocked, and I wish that there was an option to display it without that. So I would get rid of that. The third thing, some people are gonna be like, you're crazy. The weight issue. I'm like, sometimes I think a statue can be too heavy, and sometimes I think this may be kind of bordering that. You know, what's too heavy, what's too, and I don't want a paperweight, but this is far from, it's not even close to confusing this with a paperweight. This is like a couple dead people. It's
Yeah.
so the weight is one of the things I would change, but I don't know how you don't. I don't know how you do that unless you start doing some PVC stuff and change it that way. But I love the work that they did on it. It's also, it has a light up feature, which we'll do some pictures with the lights off and show it lit up. But yeah, I love the story it tells. You know, Banner, maybe he's working on a cure, maybe who knows what happened, and all of a sudden he starts changing, and just the stages that they went through to get that effect is it's like, I like unique pieces. I like when they show me something different, and I'm not really that big into Hulk. I have this and a Hulk Wolverine statue, but I don't, other than World War Hulk, I don't really read Hulk, so he's not like one of my top characters, but the piece was unique enough, and I liked the way it looked enough that it was one I really wanted to get. So
yeah, I just the gamma radiation really, I keep drawing to that because it had to take some serious skill, because I've seen shows on how they curve glass and stuff, and it had to really take, this was not easy to do. I mean, you can just see that for sure, you know, and especially the way they connect, it had to take, the engineering on this is incredible, you know what I mean, on the base, and if you look further, we'll take pictures of it, you know, it's these little hexagons that make up, basically, because you get kind of a chemical feel to it, you know, so they've captured that real well, as far as, you know, being a laboratory, and I kind of, you know, even though these are replacement glasses, I kind of like the glasses on Banner, you know. And the first thing I thought about when I saw the middle Hulk, I remember the original show, the Hulk, you know, the TV show.
Yeah, the
there was one episode where he was stuck in this kind of stage, like in between being human and the Hulk, and that was the first thing I can't remember what happened. That was so long ago, but that stuck out to me, you know. And he could barely talk and everything, but you know, that's kind of the feeling you get with the middle part of the transformation. And I too remember when they showed the original one that won the contest, and I thought, that's crazy. I like this one, to me was better, you know. So I pondered to think, this is a very nice piece, but I just pondered to think how it would look if XM would have produced it, you know. So yeah, but
and like by Hulk not being my top guy, I'm not sure of how he works. I'm under the impression he gets bigger as he gets angrier. And you know, y'all can comment if that's wrong, but if that's right, because that's what I was thinking when I saw these. Because at first I was thinking, okay, this big Hulk, he seems too lean to me. Like, he doesn't seem big enough. But then that's comparing it to the Hulk in Hulk vs. Wolverine. But then when I saw it, and the more I thought about it, I was thinking, well, if he just changed, he won't be as bulky as he would be later on if he was in the middle of a fight. Because I'm under the impression that he beefs up as he gets more upset, more angry. If that's wrong, then let me know. Like I said, Hulk's not my guy, but I love the statue. And yeah, this putting this thing together, there is a specific order you have to do the pieces, because these flow through and under and around.
It's literally like a flower, like the petals to a flower is how it works.
Yeah, so you can't skip steps. You can't skip from like these pieces are numbered. You can't do number 4 and then think you can do number 7. You gotta take them in order and do them.
Don't even try it.
And yeah, it'll be a lot of headaches if you try to skip and do it without the directions. So, but yeah, it took some serious work to engineer and come up with how they were gonna put this together and make it all fit like a good puzzle piece. And all the magnets and stuff are strong. Like one of them, the first time I put it together, there's a piece in the middle. The magnet was so strong it scared me because of how hard it grabbed it. But it's it is a feat it is a feat.
This is exactly what I'm talking about as far as escalation goes. You know, when I think about the you know, what is the end game? You know, how do you when do you say I'm satisfied with my collection? You know what I mean? And they keep coming up with more extravagant stuff. You know, you're going higher and higher and higher. You know what I mean? And literally, I think one day they're just gonna send cosplayers to your house, and then that's just gonna be it. You know, because this ain't gonna be enough. You know, but I mean, it's a bold statement what they accomplished with this. You know, just thinking about the concept is incredible. You know, but you know, this is
I it's got to be a barn burner piece for me to think about another Hulk statue. I don't know that I'll see anything that I'll want more than this.
You never know.
I mean, yeah, I never know.
They keep coming up with stuff.
They keep doing stuff. and like I said that about Deadpool too.
Yeah,
and like I have the 3 Punishers I'm gonna do this year, and I'm thinking that's gonna be it for me. Maybe they'll surprise me, and there'll be something else. But my imagination can't really think of anything right now that I'm gonna be like, yeah, I gotta add that to it too. Like I got this just because of how much work I knew went into it, how I loved the idea before it was a statue. Like I loved the drawings that I saw of it. So when they did it in statue form, I was like, damn, I gotta get that one. I don't know. we'll see. They'll keep making them, and we'll keep looking and see. But right now, I think I won't need any other Hulk statues. After this and Hulk vs. Wolverine, I think I'm good. But maybe something will come along and change my mind. But this one I'm really, really excited and happy with. We're gonna take some pictures, and we're also gonna attempt to weigh this beast. And we'll see how that goes. So
should be interesting.
Yeah. So you'll see an edit, and we'll be back.
Okay, put it down. 62 pounds.
That's it.
You see what I'm talking about?
You gotta be kidding
You
me.
see what I'm talking about?
No way.
62 pounds.
Mother, father.
You want to film it? Oh, you already filmed it? Oh.
Yeah, put that. No way.
I don't know if you can zoom in on it. 62 pounds. Guess we all need some weed.
Not really. Tilt that down.
Tilt it down.
Oh, because the light went off on it, huh?
Oh, sit it back down. All right, go. Okay, cool. Yep, 62.8.
Mother.
You filmed it, right?
Yeah, it's recording.
Yeah.
I just can't believe that.
Yeah.
62.8 pounds.
Make sure you eat your Wheaties 0.1% milk.
That is crazy.
Yep.
This thing. I really got
What was your estimate?
I was thinking it was going to at least be 80. Damn.
Yep. 62 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to rethink some of the other ones then. They ain't goodness gracious. Okay.
So we just went through
I'm still in shock. I don't believe that, but
62 pounds.
yeah, the verdict is in 62 pounds. I damn sure thought it was at least 80. But hey, that's what it is. So
You definitely don't want to put this one on no glass or anything like that. You know,
No.
bottom level of something. It definitely ain't gonna fit on. Best, I don't think it'll fit in. You know, whatever it is, try and put it on the bottom level because this thing is.
yeah, when I have it sitting on top of my detox
Oh, okay. Well, that
Right.
went through here.
Yeah, it's on top of them. I considered moving it. I have some monster racks that each shelf holds like 800 pounds. So one day it may go on one of those, but I'm comfortable with it where it is on top of the detox.
That had to be a task getting it up there though.
Well, I
You just assembled it up
kind
there.
of put most of it together.
Okay,
up
yeah,
there,
yeah.
Like I think this was on there, he was on there, and some of the little green ones, but then the rest of them I put up there. That's it, folks. we are out. Enjoy the pictures.
Luxray Beats.